Even for those who've never really ventured inside of a comic book store would know who Wonder Woman is. Throughout the years, she's been an icon, spreading love, hope, and determination through her comic books, shows, and movies. Yeah, well, in the Injustice universe, she's not like that at all. In fact, I argue she's the worst. But maybe there's a reason for that. In this video, I'm going to go over my potential idea if Wonder Woman is the big bad in Injustice 3. I mean, if it ever comes out. Let's get into it. So, where is she in the comics? What's her story so far? Her original story in the mainline universe, where Steve Trevor and her go and save the world, is not happening. In fact, they have a pretty dark twist on it. In fact, Steve Trevor is a Nazi, and this kind of starts a mistrust with her and everyone else. Also, she totally kills Steve Trevor. So there's that. Anyways, when Superman finally kills the Joker, Diana decides to stand by his side, which at first looks like it could be a good idea. He can do a lot of good things if he was the one in charge. What could go wrong? And this was a very slippery slope. Every extra step Superman took toward his tyrannical command, she just went with. They eventually became a couple in this universe, which only strengthened her resolve for him. By the beginning of Injustice 2, she was just bitter and angry, and to be honest, she didn't get enough screen time in either game or the comics to really flesh it out. So I'm going to imagine what's going to put Wonder Woman in the position to be the big bad of Injustice 3. Assuming Batman won at the end of Injustice 2, Diana was defeated, and I would assume she would be brought back to Themyscira to be held prisoner again. Name any threat. I don't care who. They randomly show up. Bruce decides he needs help and he lets Superman out, but not Wonder Woman. She stays in Themyscira locked up. And this happens again and again and again. Wonder Woman will eventually be freed or escapes. She returns to civilization and sees everything is almost back to normal. Cassie has taken her role as Wonder Woman. Damian is talking with his father and is in charge of the new Suicide Squad. Cyborg is mentoring the new Teen Titans, and Clark is free, being watched over by Kara. Wonder Woman, understandably, is furious. They left her, ignored her, and this cannot stand. She goes into a blind rage, going, of course, after Batman, who is the reason for all of this. And amidst all the chaos, her sacred blade does not strike Batman, but it strikes Superman. It is not canon, but it's quite possible that that sword could kill Superman, so we're just gonna go with it. And at that point, the might of the Justice League, Titans, and the newly formed Suicide Squad want to take her out. However, she's saved by Ares. Ares teleports her away and convinces her that she can actually win this. She should be the rightful ruler of this world, and she has allies that she wouldn't expect. And Wonder Woman agrees to topple Batman and bring a new world order. The one Clark would have wanted if Bats wasn't brainwashing him. She orders her new team to get certain items so she can be granted full godhood from the Olympians. Then she'll be unstoppable, and boom, we have a story. Let the fighting begin. But I'm going to change things up. NetherRealm Studios is known for giving us many options throughout these games. In MK11 and Injustice 2, there were alternate endings. I say we have alternate beginnings. You choose at the beginning of the game if you want to be with Wonder Woman or if you want to be with Batman, giving you two different paths to go through, essentially two full stories in one game. So with that out of the way, let's get into the roster and what everyone wants to talk about. As always, I have a few guaranteed characters. I just feel they're destined to be in Injustice 3. They're going to be like their legacy-ish characters, and let's see what side they fall on. The reformed Superman will, of course, be in the game. However, as I mentioned, he's not going to be there long. Batman, of course, is going to be there and be Bats, one of the main pro or antagonist. Same thing with Wonder Woman being a pro or antagonist, depending on what story arc you go with. Then we have the Flash, which is going to be with Bats. And as a pre-order skin, we're going to have Reverse Flash again, but he is going to be on Wonder Woman's side. We have Green Lantern for Bats. We have Aquaman for Bats. And as a pre-order skin, we're going to have Ocean Master for Aquaman, but he's going to be on Wonder Woman's side. Then, of course, we have Harley Quinn, Green Arrow, Black Canary, Blue Beetle, and Supergirl and Cyborg for Batman. Ares, Black Adam, and Cheetah over for Wonder Woman. Ares and Black Adam are pretty obvious. They've been in some ways allies with her or had their own motives to be allies with her in some way. However, for Cheetah, she was persuaded by Ares that if Wonder Woman loses, she'll never have the opportunity to kill Wonder Woman at her prime, which that cannot stand. Next up, we have Damian and Starfire. I feel Damian could be on Wonder Woman's side, so I do think that would work. But I like the idea that he's actually, if Superman can make amends with Batman, so can his son. Raven is clearly distraught over her father's disappearance, murder, exile. I am not sure. No one really knows what's going on there. And she wants revenge on Batman and everyone that stands with him. So she's going to go with Wonder Woman. Also, someone please give her a redesign, because this is just not working for me. All right, let's move on to some new characters. We first off have Mira. Mira is frankly just over Aquaman being a pawn and not a king. She decides to join Wonder Woman. Having Wonder Woman's protege Wonder Girl is a must. Also, I love the idea of her just being best friends with Kara and have like some fun aspect to this game. For Wonder Woman's side, we have Cersei. Same as Cheetah to an extent, Cersei and Ares have ulterior motives, but as of right now, they're working for Wonder Woman. We also have Dr. Poison, another big Wonder Woman villain. I just think she would be a very creative character to design and play as. Also, her popularity from the first Wonder Woman movie would definitely help. We have Queen Hippolyta, the Queen of the Amazons, and she despises just what her daughter is doing right now. So she decides to assist Cassie to help defeat her daughter. Next up, we have Star Sapphire. Carol Ferris is still angry at Hal for not saving Coast City. She joins Wonder Woman to get even with him. Being a villain who was scared to death that she was going to get killed by Superman in the beginning of this whole entire universe, she went into hiding. Ares convinces to join Wonder Woman's side. Also, I would love to see a Black Canary Silver Banshee fight. I think that'd be epic. Talia al Ghul, she lost her father and lost her children back to the Batman, so she wants revenge. Clayface is also in a relationship with Talia, and he'll go wherever she goes. Also, the potential for Clayface is just amazing. I would love to see that character implemented. Superboy, of course, is devastated and conflicted about the loss of Superman. He stays with Bats and Kara to live up to his former mentor. Captain Boomerang is the lieutenant of Damian in the new reformed Suicide Squad, and he and Green Arrow probably have some of the funniest dialogue I possibly can imagine. And lastly, another member of the Suicide Squad, I chose Livewire. Livewire is gonna say is like the third best friends of Cassie and Kara. I just think that'd be a fun little thing to play with. Also, Livewire is just one of my most wanted characters, so deal with it. I'm putting her in there. Of course, this is just an idea, and it's quite far-fetched to be honest, but I think Wonder Woman as the main antagonist would be super interesting. Fleshing out her story could give us some killer moments and stick to the true harsh nature of the Injustice universe. But what do you think? Do you think Wonder Woman would make a great antagonist? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to talk Injustice comics or any other fighting game, I stream on Twitch every Sunday. Come hang out. All my socials are in the description below. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And I am Phil, and of course, I'll talk to you guys soon.